Bienvenue à Entrejoue. Cet épisode va être en anglais. C'est l'émission où on parle de la musique, on joue de la musique. C'est moitié entrevue, moitié séance d'improvisation. Hello, welcome to Entrejoue. This episode is in English because I have a guest here who quit French in grade 10. And so, you know, it probably wouldn't be very efficient to do this in French. But yeah, we're gonna do an interview first, and then we're gonna play some music, which is gonna be fun. It's gonna be nice. Anyways, my guest right here is Chad Tremnlett. I don't know a super lot about them besides that they play drums, they play guitar, they play bass. Can you explain a bit about yourself and who you are, Chad?
Well, I was born in Ontario, a place called Peterborough. I grew up in Ontario, moved around a lot, and I moved out here about 12 years ago with my wife. A lot of friends that lived out here, and they said that this place was magical, and I wanted to get away from the city. Too many people in the city, and I love it out here. So 12 years ago, I made the best choice I ever made. So growing up in Ontario was there was a lot of music in Ontario, but too much sometimes. So
Too much? Alright.
a lot of bands,
A lot of
a lot of
bands.
competitions. So
It's the complete opposite of that here.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
Unfortunately for me. How are you?
I'm good. I slept good. I went fishing last night, first time in quite some years going fishing, and did pretty good. So enjoying our local lakes, and I mean the heat's a bit much, but hey, that's what air conditioning's for, right?
Yeah.
So
When did you decide to start making music?
I came from a very musical family. My grandpa played. My mom's dad used to play guitar a lot. They had 11 children. There were 6 girls, and they all sang. So every weekend when everybody was down, they would get together and sing till 2 or 3 in the morning. And my grandpa was a fantastic musician, so he was a big inspiration. So my parents ran a apartment building, so they were cleaning out an apartment one time, and I found a pair of old drumsticks, and I started tapping on everything. I think I was about 12 years old, and I wanted to get a drum set, but we lived in an apartment, so I couldn't. I got my first drum set when I was about 13, and I haven't stopped.
Oh, cool.
I've played over 300 shows, have a couple albums recorded, started learning guitar, started learning bass, a little bit of mandolin.
Ooh, mandolin.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, not the greatest at it, but my dad showed me a few things, and yeah, it was good.
I forget what's mandolin again. What is that?
Mandolin is an 8-string instrument, so it kind of looks like almost like a ukulele, but it's more of a traditional folk instrument.
Like a lute?
Kinda, yeah, but you hear it more in the bluegrass and Irish. See, my other background, my dad's side's all French-Irish.
French-Irish.
So they're all from Newfoundland. So I got a lot of inspiration from many different kinds of music, really.
French-Irish. So was your dad French?
My great grandfathers came from France and landed in St. John's.
But your dad didn't speak French or anything?
No. When they got to Newfoundland, it was English.
Yeah.
So
What inspires you to make music?
music kind of saved my life. When I was 16, I went through a lot as a kid, and there was a day that I almost just gave up on everything. And that day I made plans to do something I shouldn't have, and I got asked to join a band that day.
Oh.
And from that day on, I never looked back. And what inspires me is that, like I said, it saved my life, but I can put all my emotions and all my feelings into music, whether it's writing something or going and playing the crap out of the drums. If I'm having a bad day, I'll go and take half an hour and beat the crap out of the drums because it's a good outlet.
Yeah.
And there's so much music in this world that it can inspire you. There's so many events in life that can inspire you to write something. I have a whole album of songs written I've never recorded. I just write them down and forget about them.
Yeah.
But again, like also my grandfather really inspired me because he was just a fantastic musician.
I have 3 albums that I haven't released and one EP. You know, partially because there's samples on them, but never. I guess I have them on my website.
You got to do what you like. You really got to do what you like. You can't write for the norm. You got to write for yourself.
You can't wait for other people to do stuff for you. You have to do it. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I recently got a drum set from this Christmas from my cousin, and I've been practicing and stuff. Mm-hmm. Jamming with other kids. Hopefully, gonna start a band.
Yeah.
That would be really great. But in your opinion, what do you think is the most important thing for musicians? Like, what advice do you have?
You got to believe in yourself. That's the biggest thing. Yeah. Confidence. If you don't have the confidence in yourself, you'll never learn. And it takes hours and hundreds and hundreds of hours of practicing and playing till your fingers hurt and your hands hurt. Like I used to play about 4 hours a night when I was in high school.
4 hours?
Yeah, and I would have like the calluses on my fingers from the sticks, and there would be a pile of stick shavings at the bottom. Ooh. This is like I said, I started drums first, but my parents were my mom was very supportive. But the biggest thing for any musician is timing and rhythm. You have to have the timing and rhythm. There's some people that don't have timing and rhythm and they find it.
Yeah.
But it's about counting the 1, 2, 3, 4. Like if you can count to 1, 2, 3, 4, you're set.
That's the thing with jamming. I have a friend, and he's getting a lot better at stuff, but there's still some stuff he's rusty at. I'll play a rhythm on the drums.
Yep.
And he'll follow along with it, but he sort of doesn't really get it entirely yet.
There's two different kinds of musicians, and what I've noticed, like around Gravelburg, there are musicians that are classically trained that have to have something in front of them to play the music, and then there's people like Joby. And her brother Steph, and my friend Justin Hebor. He moved back to Ontario.
I know. Joe.
But we can sit down in a room, no paper, no notes in front of us. One person starts something, and we just follow. And that's from jamming years and years and years with multiple people.
Yeah.
But then you get the people who don't know how to sit down and just freestyle jam. They have to have the papers in front, like classic piano or guitars and things like that, right? So
yeah, I have a friend who used to be I'd say a bit uptight about music, but he's realized how fun jamming is.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, it's a release. It really is.
Yeah. Confidence is very, very important stuff.
Yep.
Even if you can't do something yet, you should still make music.
Oh, you know what? Honestly, banging on something with a pair of sticks or finding a guitar and finding 3 notes, if you can play 4 chords, you can play 100 songs.
Yeah.
On guitar.
You don't have to be perfect to start making music.
No one's perfect at anything they start doing, really.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the first to admit that I am not professional by any means, but I have played in front of 60,000 people. And that was a bit nerve-wracking, but, it comes with time. Because you're young. You're what, 16? 15. So you got lots of years to learn. But the thing is, it's dedication. It's making that time. Instead of, video games, you want to sit down with your drums or you want to sit down with a guitar and you just want to get it out.
Yeah, you need to challenge yourself in order to grow.
Well, the thing is, some people try and sit down and they're like, oh, I can't do this. I'm not going to give up.
Yeah.
No, it takes practice. It really does.
You gotta. I think when making music, it's important to recognize the things that you're good at and recognize the things that you haven't gotten yet, and work on the things that you don't know yet, but use the things that you do know.
Exactly. And the thing is, a lot of people want to play cover songs and all this stuff. There's nothing wrong with cover songs.
Yeah.
I'm always an original guy, but I love cover songs, but they have to be a certain style for myself. I like fast music. I play in a rockabilly band, so I'm a bit of a speed freak when it comes to playing. I like playing fast stuff on drums. But that's the thing is you got to find your inspiration. Musicians have to find their inspiration, whether it's from life events, friends, family, anything like that. So,
yeah, I'm not really a covers guy either, but there's a lot of skill involved in doing it, and yeah, I think it's really important to bring new light to old songs.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. And that's the thing is like new music today. And anybody that I talk to, they ask about new music. I'm not a big fan of new music because of all this AI stuff and all that. I'm still stuck. Like, I still listen to stuff from the 50s to the 90s, early 2000s. Anything after 2010, I just there's no feeling. Music has to have feeling. Music is all about feeling. If you can touch somebody with one song or one note, you're doing something right.
Yeah.
But if it's empty and there's no heart in it, it just kind of falls flat on the floor for me. So
there's a lot of good music out there that people are making. It's hard to find though. You know?
Is.
It's not that there's become less good music. It's just that there's so much new music out there that, you know, it's hard to find the stuff that you like and the stuff that you don't.
Exactly.
What have you been listening to recently?
What have I been listening to? Like I said, I kind of stick to what I know. I listen to Pink Floyd a lot. Pink Floyd's one of my bands.
Oh yeah, they're great.
I was introduced to Pink Floyd at the age of 12 years old, and gone to a couple Pink Floyd concerts. And
Nice.
but I listen to punk. I'll listen to from 1930s country to Green Day to not My Darkest Days. Well, have you ever heard of My Darkest Days?
No.
Okay, so 3 Days Grace.
Oh yeah, I've heard of them.
So actually, I grew up in the town where 3 Days Grace is from.
Oh. Cool.
My brother and sister went to school with most of the members and one of the lead singers I used to jam with actually.
Oh, that's
in high school. Yeah,
that's cool.
So my music library is very broad spectrum.
Broad spectrum.
Like I said, I was listening to Leonard Cohen this morning, but then I'll go and listen to Slipknot this afternoon.
What do you think is the most experimental artist you come back to?
Experimental. I've been listening to a guy named Ren, R-E-N.
Ren.
And I believe he's British, but very, very creative. I like creative. I like lyrics. If your lyrics are powerful, that's perfect. Yeah. Music, not so much. You don't need anything really fancy when it comes to the music. I mean, yeah, you can have these ripping guitar solos and all this stuff, but at the end of it...
Like a lot of rock artists show off too much, you know, in my opinion.
There's some that show off that aren't good.
Yeah.
But like if you grew up in the 80s and you were going to see Motley Crue and all those guys, and those guys were ripping solos and just crazy stuff, it's because they were good at it. Mm-hmm. You know, if someone pulls off a solo that's awesome, right on. Yeah. But if you're a showboat and you're not that good, it's not fun to listen.
Yeah, I think sometimes people get wrapped up too much in the skill of the solos than what it adds to the song.
Exactly.
I can't rip on guitars, stuff like that. But when I make my solos, you know, since I can't on my next album, since I can't, you know, play, you know, super duper well yet, I've tried to find something that adds a new layer of emotion to the song that wasn't there before.
Exactly.
I think that's what solos are best for.
Yeah. When it comes to solo, like again, I'm a basic guitar player. I'm a country southern rock guitar player. Like I'm not a soloist at all. I'm just rhythm, and that's the thing. Being a drummer, I'm rhythm. Bass and drums. If you don't have good bass and drums, you don't have a band. That's
right, and it's hard to notice sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
But when you take out that bass, then the song it doesn't have depth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's what I've been listening to. I've been listening to a lot of Deep Purple lately.
Deep Purple, yeah.
Highway Star, Kentucky Woman. Really great organ, bass, drums, everything. All around great band. I listen to a lot of Iron Maiden. You know, I'll listen to Johnny Cash and I'll listen to Megadeth. Yeah, like just inspiration everywhere, really. So yeah, no, it's music. Music is a journey that I think everybody needs to take. I think, you know, with all this technology we have right now, and video games and computer games and stuff like that, you know, it's fun to do those things. I'm 41 years old and I still play video games.
Yeah, of course.
But I still make time to go and pound on the drums or crank the tunes or sit down and try and write a little ditty on the guitar. You know,
you have to find time to do the stuff you like.
There's
right?
there's a equal you got to find a good balance. That's the thing about music. So.
You think you're gonna go to the Secret Garden Market this Saturday?
Actually, I'm working, but I'm going to Gateway Festival.
Gateway Festival.
So I'm gonna go check that out. I've never been down to there, but I haven't really gotten to the Secret Garden thing in a while. I work for the local Bon Ami group homes, so.
Oh, yeah,
that's where I work. So I'm taking a couple guys down to the music festival there. So it should be fun. Might be hot, but
yeah. I'm performing there on
Are
Saturday.
you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm gonna miss that. Yeah, no.
11:45.
Okay, right on. Well, that's at Susie Park, right?
Yeah, Susie Park.
Okay.
Right.
What time are you playing?
11:45.
11:45.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, A.M.
Yes.
No, not
Yes.
P.M.
I remember a few years ago playing with Scott Hecote in Susie Park, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, he's gonna play there.
Is
he? Too. Yeah. It's
Right on.
it's his microphone that I'm gonna use.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
How do you listen to music?
How do I listen to music?
Like, I like listening to music while I exercise. You know.
Oh, okay. I love doing yard work.
Oh.
I went and bought myself a big system there a few years ago, and when I listen to music, my whole neighborhood listens to music. All of 5th Avenue and 4th Avenue West, they hear my music too. If I'm walking, I put headphones on. If I find a good beat or I like walking to AC/DC. AC/DC is one of those bands that their beats are steady and very straightforward, and if I can get a good rhythm going with my walking, it honestly helps. And I'll actually make my feet move to the snare drum or to the bass drum, and I'll line it up. Yeah, it's got to be loud.
Yeah.
It's got to be loud.
Maybe walking to walk this way.
Yeah. I mean, but that again, exactly. Like the thing is, the beat is there. Right?
Okay. So that's our time for the interview.
Okay.
Yeah. You think one more question? You think you could explain a bit about the bass you brought today?
Oh, the bass I brought today. Bass I brought today is just an old El Dagus bass I bought from someone here quite a few years ago. Like I said, I don't play a lot of it, but I'll mess around with it. It's definitely seen some wear and road work. I mean, you can see the cracks on the back here, the little surface cracks, but it still holds its tune. And let's see.
Yeah. This is a drum I got for Christmas. It's an empty drum. It's like melodic stuff. So you ready?
Well, let's see what we can do here, because all right, so I want you to give me 3 notes if I can find them. This is jamming.
Yeah.
Give me 3 notes. Okay. Give me that again. Okay. Do. And that's the thing. So when you're trying to jam with someone and you're not quite sure what they are playing, you play it over and over again. So I want you to hit those a bit harder for me. Okay, first one. Second one. All right, so can we get that? It's close enough for me.
Yeah.
All right, so now if you can follow that. So the thing is, now when you're jamming with someone, if it's not feeling right, you switch it around a bit. So hit that last note for me. Now pick 3 more notes. Change that first one. Change that first note. Okay. Doom, doom, doom. First one. Try a different one. I'm gonna throw you. Okay, first one again. Okay, so that's your third note. Play that second one. And the first one. Okay, so ba, ba. Try that. Okay. All right, now we got some. All right, so now let me come up with a rhythm here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So, and that's the thing. And so when I was talking about counting, you're playing drums, you're learning drums.
Yeah.
And I know you've asked me for some lessons here, and when I get some chances, I will definitely have you over. But the biggest thing is your counting. So now, do you know what a 2/4 beat is? Do you know how to count a 2/4 beat?
It's like 1, 2, 1, 2.
No.
Right? No. It's not.
So a 2/4 beat is counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Oh.
So a 1/4 beat will be 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Okay.
A 4/4 beat would be 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, and then a 4/4 or a 3/4, which is a waltz, is 1 2 3 1 2 3 1. So if you're listening to a lot of accordion music or waltzes and stuff like that, you're going to hear that. If you can get 1 4 2 4 3 4 and 4 4, everything else kind of falls into place.
Right.
So like to play a 2/4 beat, I didn't bring a pick, but like like a. So now, it doesn't matter whether you're a classical pianist or just starting out. Mm-hmm. When I started playing drums, I had a teacher, and I barely took any lessons. I was a self-taught drummer. Mm-hmm. If you go on YouTube, there's videos of me playing and stuff like that, and it was all about the timing. I had one person say it's all about the timing. Once you get the timing down, everything else just kind of falls into place.
Yeah.
Right. So, but yeah, keep jamming. That's the biggest thing, is that find those people. Yeah. Kind of maybe force some people to learn something and say, hey, pick this up. You got a piano player? Do you know a piano player?
Yeah, Bill.
Bill, okay. There's quite a few kids around here that actually play. You probably know them. We'll talk about them after. But I've taught lots of kids around here. That's the one thing I did too. Did in Gravelburg is I taught for a couple of years, and I had lots of students. I even had a group of kids I was going to open for the Hunter Brothers.
Oh. Wow.
And then COVID hit, so COVID kind of killed a lot of things. But no, I still go and play. I go down to Pontex and play for the old folks down in the foyer there, and that's the thing, man. Is you got to find those people, even if you have to travel a bit. You find those people mm-hmm. that you click with, right? So, but as far as jamming, it's all about feeling. You know, you find 3 chords and just jam them over and over and over again. So yeah, let's try one more. We got time for one more here?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got 12 minutes.
12 minutes.
Let's make this one long.
Okay. See, that's the thing about when I jam. I only do like a quick thing. So here, let me find something. Let me find a note, a little a ditty here, and see if you can find the notes on your drum there. All right. Okay. So that's just. So that my first note is. Yeah. Okay. You're finding the rhythm, and that's good. You know, it might not have been the right notes exactly, but it was matching. I was only playing an A, a C, a D, a G, and an E. Yeah. The thing is, if you can play 4 chords, it's like I tell everybody, you know, if you can play a G, a D, E minor, and a C, you can play 100 songs. I mean, you think of Don't Stop Believing by Journey.
Yeah.
Wagon Wheel by Old Crow Medicine Show, not Darius Rucker, Old Crow Medicine Show. A ton of songs, like, you know, Pink Floyd. I learned a lot of Pink Floyd songs that way. All right, let's see if we can.
I think an important thing to learn about jamming is that it's okay to be bad. You're just here to have fun, right? I think,
and that's the thing, is that a lot of people are way too serious. Don't take yourself seriously, because if you do, you'll never learn to enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing about music, I will say, is that have fun with it. Don't, because you're not going to be a rock star overnight.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I had big dreams of being a rock star on stage, and like I said, I did.
I once grabbed the mic at a Remembrance Day ceremony. We just finished singing the song. I was like, "My name is Bridger Hogue. I want to be a rock star." And I threw it to the ground. I was like 6 years old, I think.
Oh, well, 6 years. I was gonna say if you're 15, but no. But again, it's confidence.
Yeah.
Okay, so for any musician out there listening, the biggest thing is, if you believe in yourself, you'll be able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that's true.
But if you don't, you might as well give up.
Yeah.
And the thing is, patience. Patience. Don't get frustrated. You know, when you're learning something new. I mean, it took me 30 years.
30. Wow.
To get to where I am on drums. I can sit down on the drums and I can play a drum solo just like that, even after 2 months of not playing. So that's the thing, is that, you know, any musicians out there, just do it. Do it for fun, do it for yourself, and have fun with it.
Yeah.
So
it's good. We'll still have 6 minutes left, so
well,
I'm gonna try something new.
Give her.
I'll
follow you.
Slap on these drums.
Okay, hand slap. So do me a favor, use more of your fingertips. But like, give it like kind of like a. Here, can I see it for a second? Actually, can I see your drum for a second? Is that possible or?
Difficult, I guess.
Not really. Okay, this. Oh, we're not going off here. That's right. Oh. I just want to see this for a second because I've always wanted to play one of these. I'm going to turn this off. So with this here, thank you. If you're playing with your hands, thumbs. Your thumb is your thickest bone in your. Now, I wish I knew what notes these were. So, like I say, you find three or four pattern things. Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Faster. You find a rhythm. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna show you something. Right? I'm gonna give you a lesson in drums right now. So I'm gonna do something called a paradiddle. Paradiddle is this: a right, left, left, right.
Right. That's how you go.
Exactly. Right. So paradiddles are very, 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 very important. So you get a paradiddle going. I'm going to start right in the center drum here.
Yeah.
Right? And then you mix it to notes. Right?
Yeah.
And eventually you build something. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So again, timing, rhythm. You find the timing, you get the rhythm.
Yeah.
And you'll be good to go. So here you go, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Now we have 4 minutes left.
Okay.
Let's just jam and make it as bad as possible.
Jam and make it as bad as possible.
Let's not worry about anything.
Oh, just freestyle.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's just All right. Use your sticks there. Because I could tell when you were playing, Bridger, is that you were hitting the notes of the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, and that's what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? Like I said, a quick example. Slipknot. They're playing Garbage Cans. You ever listen to those guys?
No. Nope.
That's experimental. That's a very cool experimental band. So, but no, man, this is fun. Thank you very much for this. I like I said, I was on the radio years ago, but this has been the first time. So.
Yeah. Well, it was great. It was great having you over. You know, it was it's really good.
So, a question for you.
Yeah.
Before we stop. What inspires you to play music?
What inspires me to play music? What inspires me is that there's always something out there that somebody hasn't done, and there's always something that needs to be invented. You know, there's always something that nobody's done yet, and you have to go out there and do it. You can't wait for anybody else.
It's a perfect answer, man. Right on. No, well, thank you very much, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
No problem.